Hi guys, I've been missing in action for quite some time. It's because a lot of things sort of took over work and other responsibilities. Recently, I also have been falling sick quite often because I moved last year, but then I moved a couple of times, moved home a couple of times, and so it's sort of had its effect on my health, and I've been trying to kind of do the most that I can. There were several projects which were uh, uncompleted and I had to finish them. So I had these research obligations. I had to write and publish some stuff which I had committed to doing and I had not done for a long time. And so I've not really had a proper holiday since last summer, and that's the reason why I haven't had a lot of time to shoot these videos. So I wanted to just very quickly give an update today. I saw today in my garden my the ginger which I had sprouted in the beginning had taken off. So I'm going to take you around and show you what's happening to the ginger. It's doing very well. Now that one piece of ginger produced so many shoots, and I didn't want to put it all in the same pot because the ginger, it's a root, so it will sort of spread around. On the other hand, I also wanted to combine the ginger with other plants as well, as I normally do. You will see, even I've grown turmeric, which is also root, but along with the turmeric I've also grown a curry leaf plant. I know at some point I have to remove the turmeric roots from there so the curry leaf has enough place to go, but I've generally seen that plants tend to get along very well with each other. They seem to be far more social than we are. I mean, there are days when I don't see anybody or talk to anybody. I'm at home busy writing and I don't have the time to speak to anybody or socialize with anybody. So I'm sure my plants are far more social than I am. They still get in touch with other plants, and so I've done that all around the garden. So I want to show you a really quick update of what's happening. Not much happening. I mean, the only things I've been producing are curry leaves, ginger. I got some pudina, that is mint plants recently, and so I've been having a good amount of mint. And other than that, arugula, which is this green thing, salad green, which we love eating a lot of. And occasionally there are tomatoes and pumpkins popping up from the compost. You will see very soon. So here we go. These are some of the large pots that I have picked up. And because I make compost at home, you can see there are a lot of pumpkin plants which are popping out. I had filled these with gardening soil to be able to grow. Because the pots are very heavy, I didn't want to put soil in it, so I put a soilless mixture to grow in. If you want me to make a video on how I did it, let me know, and I can do that. This is tomato plants also coming from the compost which I make at home. I tried to use the seeds from my basil plants and plant new seedlings. Not a lot of them came up, but some of the seedlings have come up, and so I've planted them in different pots. These are the these are the tulsi plants, and right next to it is a chili plant. You can see there's a red chili, it's a cayenne pepper chili plant. So these are doing quite well. Once in a while they get diseased and a little sick, and I cut them off and they're fine, they come back again. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, I also have curry leaves and I've started harvesting. I've been using these curry leaves. In between there, I had planted some avocado seeds, interesting, but they've also come up. And this pot actually has some sweet potato saplings as well. I've just repotted it so it looks a little sad, but I'm sure it'll come back. These are some of my arugula seeds, and this is actually on a shelf, a larger shelf. Let me show you. So I have a lot of indoor plants I've started collecting. I need to find a place for them inside, but for the moment they're happy here. And Coming to the food, you can see here, right behind here, this pudina, which is doing pretty well. Actually, I had 3 pots of pudina. One of them is okay. I mean, 3 of them almost died. It looks like they like to be overwatered. They were planted in this really, really dark red soil. And so I think that soil dries out really fast. So you have to keep watering them excessively. So they are coming back again after having died. This one is popping back again after a lot of watering. This one also, here it's another pot in which the pudina had pretty much died and now it's slowly coming back. This is an experiment. I wanted to see if this arugula can grow in smaller pots so I can save on space. So I put some seeds over here in these smaller pots and they seem to have taken off quite well. We eat a lot of this and so I need to plant more. There's more arugula here as well in this pot behind this pumpkin plant. All these pumpkin plants have come from my compost from the pumpkins that we eat on a regular basis. Some of those are ferns I picked up for home. This here is actually a lemon plant. The idea is to start making lemon leaf tea at some point. I don't know if I'll get lemons so quickly, I don't think so. You can see more ginger plants over here growing. No ginger yet, but maybe next year, yes. And so more basil, which are planted right next to it. And some arugula which is growing in the same pot. More arugula here as well. Lots and lots of arugula. Arjun and I love the arugula. So this one has arugula plus the lemon and the ginger growing all together in the same, actually rather medium-sized 8-inch pot probably. There's more curry leaves over here. I think that's pretty much the extent of my gardening. I have more tulsi here. Again, I had more tulsi plants. I think 2 or 3 of them died. One of them has survived. These are the pots. More cane chili plants. And these are some of the old basil plants that have still survived and are still producing quite happily actually. I need to... Oh, I didn't see this. Quite a lot of basil over here. So yeah, I think I'm going to harvest it today. These are actually double beans. I don't know if you know, these are these round beans, pink and white beans, which are planted. I'm hoping to have some plants of these. Let's see how this works out. This is doing really, really well. It's a turmeric plant. And this one actually has a lot of turmeric which is already ready to be harvested. So maybe in a few months, once the rains stop, I'll harvest the turmeric. More basil plants over here in between and more double beans plants. That's it. Actually, don't have the time, so whatever I can do in between is great. This, I picked up some peppermint. It's doing okay, not very well though. Well, let's see. So that's a quick wrap. As you can see, I haven't really had too much time to do much. Just even to set up the garden completely, I haven't had time to do much. You know, I've spent a lot of time writing and catching up with work. And that's how life is. Life is going to be messy. You are not going to get time, and I think in a way this is great because I know exactly what I can or I cannot grow, and so I can also therefore tell you that even with the very limited time that I have, 10 or 15 minutes in the morning to water my plants every day, and of course the time that I spend composting, you know, putting stuff, all my, you know, browns and greens, stirring up cardboard and mixing it with kitchen waste, I think that's all the time that I get on a regular basis. And even with that, it is so satisfying to be able to go out to the balcony and pluck some arugula leaves and put it in our salads. So, or to pull out the pudina leaves and to add it to your curries or to the chutneys that I make sometimes. So this is something that it's I've been wondering, like, I don't have the time. I'm not doing too much gardening. Should I even do it? Maybe I should give up. But the truth is that I wouldn't I wouldn't in any way trade off this, because every time I go out and I see something growing so well, it feels so good that I want to do more of it. And it's more of a stress buster right now. It's not really producing a lot of food for us, but it's definitely giving me a lot more joy than I thought a smaller balcony garden would. So that's a wrap up. And so my advice still is, even if you don't have any time, get one or two of those flower pots and see what you can do with them, and make the most of whatever little food you can grow at home. It's good fun. And my plan, of course, in all those pots is the same. I'm just, given that I don't have the time, I think I will just throw a few seeds here and there and see whatever grows. Great. If it grows well, it produces something, I eat it. If it doesn't, I don't. I think I'd like to grow more greens. I want to move into growing more palak, more amaranth, stuff that we use on a regular basis. I also want to grow some tomatoes. I think that's my plan, some greens and my tomatoes. If I can have more greens and tomatoes from my garden, that's all that I can grow. I will still be very, very happy with it. So tell me what you think, and if you have some other advice on growing more stuff in a tinier garden, please put in your comments. Happy to take any advice that comes my way. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.